33 points. How to kind of show your defense, hard work you've been putting in is paying off?
I definitely think it does, and it's such a mindset and such a resolve, because you can't, if you have any kind of letdown with any one of your players, because I played a lot of guys tonight, if they weren't all buying into it, there's no way you accomplish that. And I told the guys after that, when I heard it was the school record for points, I said, guys, that's impressive for a lot of reasons. Number one, the history of this school. You've got some terrific defensive coaches here, and that was their thing, the way they guarded, and even their offensive tempo was geared for the defense that they played. And for our team, the way we play to get that record it's really quite a feather in their cap, and a credit to them. And Coach Henderson is doing a great job with. He's doing such a good job that we never get to practice anything else other than defense. So Coach Linder and some of us on the other side of the ball are a little frustrated. We got to get a little more time for offense. But no, it's great. I mean, you can tell we're making strides, and you can tell the guys are buying into it. And as a coach with all these new guys and young guys playing a lot now, I know we can still get a lot better.
Did you have any idea on the bench that in the final minute or seconds that you guys were that close? Or?
No, I did not. I had no idea, actually. I think I had heard that the half record one time was like 13.
Mm-hmm.
So when they were at 6,
Would you put your 5 best defenders back in for the last
No,
question?
I would not disrespect our opponent. It's the other guys' job to get it done. But and like I said, the good thing about our team right now is I think all of those guys are buying in. There's not one guy right now that I go, oh my goodness, he's really far behind. I mean, there's some that are better than others, but and one of them that's doing such a good job is you look at that Wentz. He's a kid that I was comparing him to Johnny D's a little bit. He can really get it going, and if you don't have a resolve to get through their screens, because they run good stuff, and if you don't have a resolve to get through all their screens and get to that shooter, he can just play horse. He can score 20 on you, and Iggy set the tone early and was getting through all that stuff, and we only gave him one look that all night long, really, that was quality.
You mentioned kind of setting the tone. I think you held them. They missed their first 11 shots.
Yeah.
I mean, did you get a kind of a feeling when you guys started that well that maybe you could play 40 minutes that way?
I was worried about it because you got the rain and you got no parking and these credit to all the great fans that came out and battled. I couldn't play in the Plenty Park, so I know that it's not easy to with the bowl and all this stuff going on. And so what a great job by our fans coming out today for 11 a.m. start. And so no shoot around this morning, no Nick, no Anthony, and so as a coach, you're uptight and worried about it, and these guys do a great job of not letting that be an excuse. I mean, they showed up to play at 11 o'clock, and I was proud of that.
I think 20% shooting for the game probably is near the record. If it's not, they only made 11 field goals.
Yeah, and they were at 7% for a while. They banged in a couple threes in a row.
Were you guys just getting in their shooters' faces, or what were you doing?
They just did a good job of one of the things that my staff has done a great job with is simplifying scouting reports. So if you're having to think, your feet are a little too slow, and so we try to eliminate as much thinking and make it just all the habits, and so we simplify that as much as we can, and these guys are doing a good job of taking away team strengths a little bit, and then we even adjusted. Number 5, we were going under on ball screens, and he hit 2 threes. We adjusted, and then he didn't hit another one, I don't believe. So our guys are doing a great job, and my staff's doing a terrific job of it. And now we got a short porch to get ready for Monday. This tournament down in Vegas is going to be terrific. You got a lot. Texas Tech's 9-1. Loyola, I think, is 8-2. We're 9-2, and Houston is, I believe, going to go in at 7-2. So you got a lot of teams that are pretty good, and it's going to be all 4 of us are, I think, pretty even, and it's going to be a great tournament. It's going to be fun.
You got a lot of guys in today, a lot of good minutes.
Yeah.
David Wacker got in defender in the Mountain West. Is that something you see in him? Is that a potential for him?
He just quietly does a great job, and I think there's a couple guys on this team that I want to fight for that job too, And, you know, Derek's buying in defensively, and he's working his tail off. And, you know, the beauty of Derek is when you're working that hard defensively, sometimes that can affect your shooting. Obviously, it hasn't with him.
He said, yeah, career high 5 threes today. So
Career high.
For
Yeah,
Derek,
and
yeah.
I was yelling at him about a couple he turned down. Like, and he gave me the, I'm just not used to it yet. So, I mean, he could probably make 2 more if he's a little more aggressive.
Does your heart get up into your throat there when you see him slide across the floor with like 3 minutes left and slam into the boards going for a loose ball there? Does that scare you at all?
No, you try not to. I mean, we want these guys to play. You know, it never seems like when you're playing really, really hard like that, that's not when you get hurt. It's when you're standing around watching. So, no, that's how we want to play, and that's our, you know, our fans appreciate that. And, you know, that's what this program. That's the number one thing that we do. Everything else, you know, the scheming and that's our culture. Is how hard we play, and it has to be, you know, night in, night out on every possession. And we don't, you know, he did that when we're up 35. So. Credit to him. That's what we want.
You mentioned
That sends a message to the other guys.
He hit the St. Luke sign, so he's not going to get hurt.
You can't. You cannot get hurt when you hit the St. Luke sign.
You
said,
mentioned-
I guess before the season at Montego, maybe he was one of the most athletic players that you've coached. Tonight it seemed like we kind of saw some of that come out with him with 5 assists, and a couple of them were nice. I mean, is he starting to kind of get
Yeah,
into a
he's
rhythm?
getting more. You know, the thing that I was really proud of him is players when they have not just Montego, but when they get tired, they can cave in a little bit as far as turning the ball over and, you know, not thinking straight. He did a great job of he played through all that, was battling, and 5 assists, no turnovers. That was great. Because, you know, with him, don't tell him this, but you got to live with a couple turnovers because it's high risk, high gain. And for him to get 5 assists, no turnovers, that's true. That's efficient.
You mentioned-
like tally board for every time James Webb dunks, you just check it off, or is there any kind of?
No, because now I'm getting kind of used to it. So that's, yeah, that's exciting. He missed one too tonight.
Yeah.